What's going on, you guys? I hope you can hear me okay. I'm outside. We outside. But at any rate, this is for the goddess of air for October 2022. What's up, everybody? Goddesses of air, feminine energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have your October reading here. I hope all is well with everybody. Happy birthday, Libra. Make sure you check out the Happy Birthday, Libra I did. The Happy Birthday reading for Libra that I did. You know, Mercury retrograde is kicking my ass. But anyway, check out a reading I did. It was a Happy Birthday, Libra reading. It's on the other channel, though. The other channel I have is 8th House Readings. The link for that is in the box below this video. All right? Go over there, check that out. Now, we're going to see what's going on for you. Goddesses of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the month of October 2022. Right now, we are in Libra season. So, again, happy birthday to the Libras. Shout out to all your favorite Libras. Give them some love. And then we're going to be heading into, at the end of the month, heading into Scorpio season. Now, we are in eclipse season, pre-eclipse season, because we got an eclipse coming up when at the ending of Libra, beginning of Scorpio season. It's about the 24th or the 5th, something like that, a partial solar eclipse. And then 2 weeks after that, as we go into the first week of November, we have a lunar eclipse in Taurus, the full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus. The solar eclipse is going to be in Scorpio, of course. So we're in the pre-eclipse energy, so we're going to see what's going on for you all. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So we have a column here of 3 cards. The first column represents your private life. The second column represents career, money, and finances. The third column represents your social life, love life, and family life. Now, for each situation or each area, we have the current situation, the challenge you're facing, and a possible solution. So we're going to break all that down right now. So let's talk about what's going on in your private life. So the challenge or the current situation here is the semi. So this is what's currently going on. The challenge in this area of your life is being fulfilled. The resolution to that is to tap into your 7th house energy. All right. So we got Mercury in retrograde in the 7th house of Libra right now, right? But that may not be your 7th house, and that's okay. We'll figure that out. But what's going on currently in your private life, goddesses of air, is I feel like some of you are you could be trying to move on. You know, you could have been through a lot and it's difficult for you to move on. That could be, and you're having problems being fulfilled in what it is that you're doing, or being fulfilled in this move. It could have been something that came at a point where it was it was something you didn't want. But some of you may be physically moving, and maybe you're trying to be fulfilled at the new place that you're at. So maybe you just need to balance the energies in your own way, especially if it's a personal place like an apartment or a house. Some of you may just need to begin decorating, or feel the need to make it comfortable and homey. All right, but let's see what we got going on with this. What is this semi truck? Because semi trucks carry a lot, right? A lot of baggage, a lot of storage, a lot of luggage, a lot of furniture. So some of you could be actually moving or thinking about moving. Maybe you're just thinking about moving on. It doesn't have to be physically moving out, but maybe for some of you it is, because we got the money card here. So some of you could be looking for something that's within your budget. Maybe you found something that's within your budget, and now you got to get the money together to pay the movers. Tell me about this money. Oop, too many cards. One card. What's up? What's about this money and moving? Some of you, yeah, it's about getting a mover to move your things. Yeah, because we got the 4 wands here. So some of you are definitely moving. You may need some help, or you need some extra cash moving your things, or maybe you came into some extra cash and now you can move. That could be the case. Some of you could be wanting to buy a truck. Somebody may want to buy a truck. They may have a new home and they want to buy a truck. That could be the case. Some type of wheels, so you can some of you may be considering going into truck driving, okay? Or maybe your partner is, or someone you know, family member. Doesn't have to be you. I'm trying to get this card up so I can jump. The card won't get up off the table. There we go. So you have a challenge being fulfilled in this area. Let's see what this is about. Why is there a challenge being fulfilled? Some of you got a new home, or you're moving to a new home. You may have some extra money coming in. There may have been some type of journey you went on, and this would be the end result of the journey. A new home or a new job or finances, extra money coming in. The challenge is the environment. The environment is cloudy where you are. So you're having a challenge fulfilling this environment because, or being fulfilled about the new environment, perhaps because maybe it's cloudy in a sense where you're on edge, you're agitated, or you have to transform and shift and adapt. So some of you are just in the process of adapting and shifting. This is why you're in the process of trying to be fulfilled, right? Maybe you already made a move. Some of you are scared to make a move with the King of Wands in reverse. Some of you have made a move and now you're like kind of tense or uncomfortable with what's going on. You just need to get to know, I guess, and figure out. But all you have to do is tap into your Libra energy and learn to relate and bring balance to the situation. Take your time, assess what's going on. Maybe communicate with people, talk to people about what's going on or what you're doing, or maybe connect, go out, go out, connect with people, find groups to get involved in. But this is for you to tap into your 7th house energy here, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So this is work, or like I said, look for human resources or natural resources, but I want to say resources where you can connect with people. Maybe some of you are looking for some assistance with moving your things, and maybe you fall under a certain income guideline or income requirement where you can get assistance from the government in some way, shape, or form. So I think some of you are looking into that, or maybe applying for that. Some of you don't know the process. You could feel uncomfortable about it, or it don't even have to be government assistance. It could be, it could be any type of government assistance. Let's not get it twisted. It could be anything from, maybe somebody needing Section 8 to somebody applying for a HUD home, or it could be somebody who's in the military applying for housing. Anything that's government subsidized or government funded, or you have to apply for the government to get money. I feel like for some of you, you do get that money, right? And so now it's just a matter of, or you don't know the process. You don't know the application process, and you're trying to figure it out. So for some of you, it's all about, going to different resources, speaking to people who are specialists. So I feel like this is what this 3 of Pentacles is. Some of you are meeting up with people, making appointments, talking to the liaison between you and the organizations that you're applying for, or that you need the assistance from, filling out the application process, going through the, the phases of being approved, things like that. Tell me more about this outcome here. Yeah, we got the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so there may be some things that you have to do. There's an order of operations. There may be some applications you need to fill out, okay? They do get in your business. This is why I was feeling like it was government. But there's a lot of information you need to answer, a lot of questions you may need to answer. Some of you may feel uncomfortable with that. You may not want to have, some people, just feel uncomfortable with giving out all their personal information like that, and I respect that. So maybe some of you are dealing with that. But at any rate, there's opportunities. Excuse me. But at any rate, there's opportunities out here for you to make the moves you want to make. Some of you are relocating the cities that are paying you or giving you the incentive through jobs to relocate there. That could be government subsidized in some way, shape, or form as well. So it's some type of, I feel strongly, it's some type of application process, approval process for some of you to get housing, whether it's a job. Like some cities, because they're losing a lot of people are moving. They're doing things in their city, like some of the organizations. They're paying people to move, or they're giving them a bonus, or they're giving them help on applying for housing, to move to that city and to work in that city. So you may need to do some research on that to find out more about that. But that's what some of you might be considering, or you may have heard about, or somebody who's doing that. Yeah, so that's what I think some of you might be going through. You may also have heard about these programs, or whatever it is that you're trying to do as far as some type of move, whether it's a house or a job or both. Some of you may be getting deployed as well, too. I get that energy, or somebody who's going to be deployed, somebody who's in the military. But some of you have been talking to people, communicating with people, and you find out about these programs this way. Could have found out about it on your like your job. It may have like its own intranet where there's information and resources. So maybe some of you found out about this through human resources. So you're in a corporation that has offices all over the place. So maybe some of you are applying for a job in another state for the organization that you currently work for. All right, it could be all sorts of things going on, but I wish you the best with that. All right, let's talk about what's going on with your career, money, and finance. So the current situation here is the chef energy. The challenge is being empowered. A possible solution to that challenge is typing into your Taurus energy. All right. Now, for some of you, you could actually be chefs. You could probably actually cook. You know, from what I know, you know what? Most Libras I know, they do be getting it down in the kitchen. That's interesting. Shout out to y'all. Some of y'all can't cook though. I ain't gonna sit here in front, but I know about two Libras. You know, I'm not saying I would eat his food, but he do be cooking. I'm gonna stress that. I'm not saying I would eat his food, but Trick Daddy. For those of you who know who that is, that's a rapper out of Miami. He was a '90s rapper in Miami. He's very popular. He's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. But he cooks, right? He's a Libra. My uncle is a Libra, and he always chefing it up. So that's where I get that from. I know another Libra who is actually a chef as well. So yeah, that's about three Libras I know. So I don't know. Maybe y'all know some Libras that cook it up, chef it up. A shout out to y'all again. Happy birthday! And y'all cook for them. It's their birthday this time. All right, hook them up. But y'all probably preparing y'all birthday feast anyway. Some of y'all are cooks. Some of you are just in the in the kitchen metaphorically, cooking things up, no matter where it is and what area of your life. But you may be trying to put something in place, something that feels good to you, something that talks to your spirit. Like food is nourishment to the soul. You know, you're looking for something that's nourishing to you as far as how you make money, something that you truly can be creative about. You can tap into that Venus energy and create and make something beautiful. So some of you may be having a challenge in the area in which you work in, whether you don't want that occupation anymore, you would rather cook, or maybe you already are in the restaurant industry and you're having issues moving up through the ladder, or you're having issues being able to tap into your creative. You got to follow rules of everybody else, or maybe you are somebody who wants to get into the food industry and you're considering taking classes or relocating to an area where, there's more opportunities. Okay, it could be all sorts of things. Even if it's not about the culinary arts, it could just be about what you got cooking up, what you chefing up. Some of you may just be interested in investing in restaurants. You may not want to be a chef, or maybe you are a chef and you're just interested in the management aspect of it. So maybe you're considering shopping for a restaurant. Maybe some of you already own one. Maybe you own a food truck. You're considering getting a food truck. It could be so many things here, but you have a goal. And like I was saying, even if it's not about food, it's like you're chefing something up metaphorically. You're putting the ingredients together. See how she's got a list here of everything, trying to make a list of everything that she needs. All the equipment, all the tools to put everything together. This is alchemy here, right? But some of you you're not feeling empowered about that. You got to find out why. Talk to me about whatever it is that you're trying to put together here. You're looking at, everything that's involved. You're being organized about it. That's what's up. And structured about it. Like, okay, let me sit down and make a list. Okay. Yeah, we have constancy in reverse. But it's hard to make the list because maybe things change all the time. Okay, maybe it's an industry that's changing right now because of what's going on globally. Or maybe, just that industry itself is changing a lot for whatever reasons. Or maybe we're on the cusp of change in that industry and you're trying to figure out how to take things to the next level. Tell me more about that constancy energy in reverse. Yeah, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's not a lot of regulation perhaps, or there's no clarity on the rules and regulations. Or maybe you found a loophole or something like that. That's interesting. Let's see what else is coming on. But whatever it is that you found, it's not consistent. So maybe it's something you're reading, right? And the rules change. So from this year, it may not be the same as last year, but it's not clear. It's either not clear or it's not consistent. It could be convoluted. It could be ambiguous. You know how you read a bunch of paperwork and it don't really make sense. It's something you might need a lawyer for or some shit. It could be a contract you're looking over. Like I said, restaurant business or whatever business you're getting into, you know. Take a look at empowered. What's keeping you from feeling empowered about this? I feel like it got something to do with the contracts. The color peach came out. Now, peach is what's clarifying empowered. So let's see what the peach energy represents. So peach represents dandy, agreeable, and joyful. So you're having a problem being dandy, agreeable, and joyful. There's a problem here. Maybe it's the people you work with. That could be what the Ace of Swords in reverse is. There's disagreements. Maybe what you're being told as far as your contract in your workplace, no matter what it is, food or not, industry or not. Um, Maybe there's some inconsistency. Maybe there's a job where you have to follow procedure. Okay, it could be like corporate security, things that are legal, where everything has to be procedured out and the procedures are not clear. Um, like everything you do when you have to follow some type of protocol, some type of call comes in, there's a protocol you got to follow. Maybe the protocol is not clear. Maybe it needs to be changed. Maybe you're taking on the task or the project of, how do you say it? It's like you're doing corporate procedures, policies and procedures. You're putting them in place. You're putting them into an organized form, breaking them down one by one, like your acceptable use policies, telling people how to use the computer, what they can and can't do on a computer at work, the people who handle those types of things. So you could be into that. You have a problem feeling optimistic about it because it's the people you're working with, probably with the Three of Pentacles energy here. Maybe you're the one who's doing the majority of the work, or you don't, maybe you feel overwhelmed because it's a lot of work. Or maybe, like I said, just getting things in order because there's inconsistency here. But I feel like what you're trying to do is you're trying to work on putting something in place that's going to make sense. The challenge is getting everybody on the same page and everybody being happy about what's going on, is what I'm getting. But in order for you to do that, what you need to do is tap into the Taurus energy. So this is coming from a place of peace, wanting to get along, acquiescing is what I was trying to say. Maybe giving in, not necessarily giving in, but just having more of a laid back approach to things, Clarify this Taurus energy is the outcome here. Yeah, so we have the Six of Swords. So yeah, just letting it be, letting it go, not letting it mentally bother you or mentally stress you. Go ahead and move forward is what I'm getting here. Move forward with it, regardless. I feel the energy of not taking things personal, detaching, not being emotionally attached to the situation. Yeah, here's the Ace of Cups. This is just about having compassion and being considerate and not letting it get to you, is what I'm getting here. And not, harboring animosity or hate towards anybody you're working with or, anything like that. I feel like you understand, how to move through the corporations. It's like, don't let me get my emotions and everything involved here. You detach. You're using your air energy to detach. Let me just do what I'm supposed to do, and that's that. Let me try to make sense of this. It may get aggravating at some point. You just go take a break. You understand? Get yourself together and go on back in there and handle business. Knock it out the park, right? You got a job to do, right? It's not a place to be really emotional. Yeah, you're gonna get frustrated at times, but take a break, woosah, and go back in there and do your thing. But I wish you luck on career, money, and finance. That's for those of you who can relate to that. Now, the last part here we have is what's going on in your love life, your family life, and your social life. The current situation is the teacher energy. The challenge. Feeling empowered is the challenge. Or feeling trapped is the challenge. Okay? Possible solution to that is to tap into the 8th house energy. All right. Some of you may be teachers, and maybe you feel trapped in this profession and you want out. Um, some of you may not like your child's tutor or your child's teacher. Maybe you don't want to do this type of work anymore or be involved in this type of work, or maybe you decided you don't want homeschool, or you feel like, these are your options are limited in reference to types of homeschooling that you can get, or tutors or teachers that you can get for your child, or maybe you feel limited in who you can help individually as a teacher. Maybe there's like so many children you can help, so many you can't. Like for example, maybe he's focused on her because she's the one who is doing well, where maybe the other little boy is not, and he's not putting any time or effort into him. It's like, okay, some people are going to get it, some people aren't. I don't know, this picture, that's what it's saying to me also. But also it's just, a teacher helping a student. But I don't know. Somebody feels trapped. All right. And then the resolution is to tap into your 8th house energy. So this is to step into your power, I feel like, or to change the situation. Because the 8th house energy is basically you changing a situation that you don't like, right? Having to, to go through the transformation of it and getting it done because you're not happy. Talk to me about this teacher. So I don't know if this is your child's teacher or if you're a teacher, or maybe you have a tutor. Okay, we have love. So I don't know if somebody's in love with their tutor or in love with their teacher, or you love what you do as a tutor or teacher. Okay, but yet you may feel trapped in the bureaucratic entanglement of what you have to do to teach. Tell me about this love. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands energy here. Yeah, some of you, you love what you do, but the trials and tribulations of what you have to go through to do it are starting to weigh heavily, and it's really making you challenge what you're doing or why you're doing it. You kind of feel trapped because you love what you do, but at the same time, whatever changes and trials and tribulations that are coming your way are keeping you from doing it or prohibiting you from doing that. Tell me more about feeling trapped. Tell me more about feeling trapped. Goddesses of air. So we have the chicken nugget. Let's see what that means in reference to being trapped. You hear that wind picking up? Chicken nugget talks about being immature, being childish, and being youthful. So somebody may be feeling trapped in reference to feeling childish, immature, and youthful. So is your child uncomfortable with their tutor? Tell me more about this feeling trapped. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there's love here. Okay. Some people love the job because it helps them to connect with the youth. That's why they love what they do. But they feel trapped because they feel like they can't grow in this position. They're stuck doing what it is that this is. There's no growth. There's no room for potential. It's very little room for creative energy is what I'm feeling here. It's regulated heavily. That's what I'm feeling here. But I guess what you would have to do is you would have to tap into the 8th house energy. Let's see how that comes out here. Tell me more about this. Tapping into the 8th house, making some type of change. What kind of change are we talking about? We got the King of Swords here. Okay, the Queen of Swords. So this is Libra energy. All right. So this could be, taking the initiative of figuring things out, what needs to be done, how you should go about doing it, what's the process that's involved. Talk to me more about this. What else do we do? Yeah, the Ace of Swords, and then the 3 of Cups. So you're gonna need help. All right, you may need you may be able to get this done if you have more people. Is what I'm getting here. You may be able to be heard more so if there's more people involved. Like how, for example, you go to HR and you complain about an issue that could be you know, a concern for everybody. But if other people didn't come, they're not really gonna take it that serious. They may know that you came through, and that'll be it. But if 3 or 4 of you come down at the same time and complain about the same thing, they're gonna have to, you know, they may take some more proactive steps right away to ensure that, you know, everything is okay, and opposed to if you just came down and nobody else said nothing. So I feel like it's that type of energy where you would need more people to back you, or you would have better luck with someone backing you or some type of support. But I feel like over here, you were talking about some type of support with people also working together with someone in reference to get what you wanted to get done. So some of you could be a loan officer. You know, you could be the one who approves loans for people, not only just applying for them. Excuse me, whether it's for a job or housing or you know, working in government regulated organizations. I feel like that's tied in here heavily here, especially now that we're in Libra season and we got all these swords all over the place. But you definitely got a lot of threes here, working with others. All right, so let's see what we got going on for divine timing. I'm going to pull 3 cards and see what time frames they are. They can relate to any of these situations. 2022. So anytime this year. Could have been March of any year or March 2022 if any of this resonates with you. Or Aries season. So March is Aries season, the beginning of Aries season. So it could have been March Aries season 2022. Or these could all be, you know, intertwined in any way, shape, or form. Take what resonates. Let's take a look at your money. I don't know if you can hear that wind. It's loud. Let's see what you're going to be spending this month. You're going to be spending anything extra than what you normally spend? If so, on what? And if you're going to be getting extra money in other than what you bring in monthly, let's see what else you got coming in. Okay. Is that 2? All right. Ooh. Look. I need an air sign friend. My mom's an air sign. I'm going to have to holler at her. Wow, that's too many. All right. We're going to take this. First of all, this is dope right here. Investment opportunities. So for some of you, that's, you know, you taking a look at expanding, making more money, or different ways to, you know, provide financial security or multiple streams of income. That's super cool. It might be because you won the lottery or you hit the lotto or you hit the number. So make sure you're doing them scratch-offs. Make sure every time you go get some gas, you go in there and get you something, okay? Do it. Also, some of you may be spending some money, and it may be on, you know, either a car note. So some of you could be getting a car. That could be what you're doing with your winnings. Okay? And so maybe your investment situation is you investing in a car or investing in a car that you currently have that may need some work. Okay? So, or some of you are buying a car. So that's okay. That's what's popping. That's what's popping. Either way, you getting it together. So I like that. That's beautiful energy. So now let's see what's going on with love for you guys. We're going to do 3 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3. We have regret here. So in a situation, a love situation, this could be family love or friendship love too. All right. That somebody is feeling remorse for the way they treated you. So that could be the case. Maybe you feel remorse or someone feels remorse for the way someone was treated. We have interference. So an external party is intruding on the connection. It could be anything. An external party could just be that you two are not on the same frequency. And that could be it, the communication, your love language. You don't connect with each other. Maybe you're physically attracted to one another, but you know, maybe you just have different ideas about life, your beliefs. It could be anything. Of course, it could be an actual other person involved. But time apart will help to bring clarity. So for some of you, you know, stepping away from the connection and looking at it, reassessing it will help to make sense. Okay? And maybe that'll help you guys to move forward. So that's what we got for love. And let's see what we got for, let's get you a self-care card and we'll wrap up your reading. Self-care for the goddesses of air. I'm sorry, not Aries. I'm bugging. Goddesses of air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the month of October. We're in Libra season. Happy birthday to my Libras. One self-care card, please. Ease. So this card says, today I allow life to be easy. So I feel like some of you need to just be easy. Take it easy. Sit down for a minute. Put your feet up for a second. Take in a couple of breaths. Right? Maybe do something relaxing and calming. Take a bath, a nice hot bath, a nice hot shower. Whatever works for you, where you just decompress for a minute. You know, definitely finding something to do to decompress will help you out a lot. Right? Help you clear that mental, any stress you may have from what's going on. But that's what I got for you guys, and I want to thank you so much for coming to the channel to check it out. I wish you guys the best in everything. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as 8th house readings. That the link for 8th house readings is in the box below. If you want a reading from me, reach out. I would love to be able to help you out, and I wish you guys the best. Take care.